Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another insane story. So this story is about when I saw my friend literally dating his own sister. And it gets really awkward, so trust me, if you guys don't have a strong stomach, I don't think you should watch this video. But if you do watch the end of this video, make sure you guys click that subscribe button so I know you guys want to see more. Anyways, this all starts off back when I was actually funny enough in grade 11. Now, quick reminder, all the stories I tell didn't happen in one school. If you guys don't know, I've actually been to 3 different high schools. So, you know, I've been around, literally and mentally. Anyways, going on, I remember back when I was in grade 11, the high school I went to, a lot of girls were really awkward, but I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them were attractive. And not only that, but there was one time where my buddy walked up to me and he said, "Yo, Bubba, bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. Trust me, bro. I took all your advice on how to pull girls and I got a girlfriend and she is literally amazing." I remember I looked at him and I did not remember what advice I gave him. So I asked him, "Wait, sorry, which advice did I give you?" And the advice I told him was, honestly, follow your heart and whatever girl you think is best for you, just go with it. He basically ended up repeating that to me, and I realized that that advice ended up being taken too literally. You guys will see. Just keep listening. I remember, you know, I was happy for him at first because obviously I didn't know who the girl was. And me and him, we were basically celebrating together. And then he said, "Yo, Bubba, tonight, if you want, we can go see a movie with my girl and like you can bring your own girl and like we gotta do like a double date thing. Are you down for that?" I remember when he said that, I was kind of just not really wanting to go at first because like I'm not one for really double dates. Like I think double dates are the dumbest things ever invented. But at the same time, you know, I was happy for my buddy, so I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll go, man." He got super happy and ended up walking away. And I know even though I was somewhat happy for him, I realized that this was the most dumbest thing I've ever done. Just keep watching, you'll see why. I remember after school came around and some rumors were going around the school that I was told of that apparently my buddy's sister, the one that got a girlfriend, his sister ended up also getting a new boyfriend. I found it really odd how they both got into a relationship at the same time. But at the same time though, I don't know, maybe it was just fate. It was just a coincidence. I don't know. I didn't really overthink it too much, but a lot of people are saying that since that rumor came out, they're dating each other. Now, I thought it was a joke. I laughed at it a couple of times when people told me about the situation, and I just found it hilarious. And then I remember I walked up to one of my buddies and I'm like, "Dude, you guys hear the rumor that like apparently like he's dating his sister?" They all looked at me and they're like, "Bro, he is." I looked at him like, "What do you mean he is?" Like, no, he's not. They looked at me again with their eyes wide open saying, "Dude, he's literally actually dating his sister. Look at his wallpaper when you go to class with him." I remember I looked at both of them and I was like kind of just weirded out, but at the same time I was like, whatever. So I ended up going to my next class and we sat beside each other in that next class. And when I sat beside him, I really wanted to see his phone. Usually he had his phone flipped up, but this time he had his phone flipped down. He only had the camera facing up and he did not show anyone his phone. I remember I asked him like, "Yo, bro, like let me see what your girl looks like." He looks at me and he's like, "Oh, nah, bro, it's a surprise. Trust me. Like you'll see her tonight. She's on fire. Like trust me, you'll love her, bro." I remember I looked at him and I'm like, "So like where'd you meet this girl?" He looks at me and he's like, "Dude, trust me, man. Like I met her. Like it was just fate, man. Like I don't know. We're just so relatable." No, really, is what I thought in my head. But at the same time, I remember I looked at him like, "Dude, I really just want to see this girl now. Like can you just show me who she is? Because I heard a rumor that you're dating her sister and it's just getting in my mind." I got straight up honest with him. And then he said, "You know what, bro? You'll meet her tonight." That's so dumb. People think I'm dating my sister. Anyways, yeah, just you'll meet her tonight. Trust me. Okay, is what I said, and I ended up walking away. When I walked away and saw my other buddies again that told me that he was actually dating his sister, they looked at me and said, "Bro, so did you see it? Did you see his wallpaper?" Remember I looked at both of them and I like literally thought in my mind that he was probably trolling them, saying that like, you know, he was dating his sister just because it was a good rumor going around. It was just, you know, a joke. So I looked at both of them and I said, "Bro, like he's just trolling you guys." He said, like, "Trust me," just to kind of get the rumor to rest, because that's what I usually would do. If there was like a really dumb rumor going around, I would just lie about like it being a rumor and just die it down, I guess, if the rumor was true. And anyways, I basically said, "Oh yeah, like he was just trolling you guys." And they were both like kind of just like confused, but then walked away. Knowing that I put that rumor to rest was a good thing. It was a manly thing to do, or in a way a good friend would do. And then I remember when I went home that day after school, I ended up getting ready and I called like over 6 different girls. One of them was for sure going to pick up for us going to the movies that night. One of them ended up calling me back saying, "Hey Bubba, like do you still want to go to that movie tonight? Like I'm so down." "Oh yeah, what time should I pick you up?" "OMG, like can you pick me up at like 7-ish if the movie starts at 8? Because like I need like some time to get ready, but at the same time I still want to order popcorn on time." Yeah, I didn't really care why she was telling me that, but I ended up telling her, "Yeah, so like we gotta be at the theater at like 8 though. Like you good with that? Like at least 8:30 so we can meet up with him." "Wait, him?" is what she said afterwards. I said, "Yeah, like we're meeting up with the guy, like, you know." She literally says over the phone, OMG, like don't you realize that like he's dating his sister? OMG, bro. How many people was he trolling with this? Is what I said. And I ended up telling her, nah. He's just trolling about that. Trust me. Like, you're good. You're good. She ends up being like, oh, okay. And ends up getting ready. 2 hours later, I end up going to pick her up and we end up driving to the theater. And when I did, I remember I ended up meeting up with my buddy and I saw him there first. I saw him there and I'm like, yo, dude, where's your girlfriend? And his girlfriend ends up being right behind him, and it was his little sister of 2 years. Reminder, this guy was in grade 10, same age as me, and his sister was in grade 8. This was disgusting. I remember I looked at him like, dude, that's your sister. Are you trolling me right now? Because I thought he was joking. I didn't want to believe that he was actually dating his sister. I refuse. He looks at me, he's like, dude, you gotta understand, man, like me and her, we're so relatable, and like, you know, like she's really attractive, and like she's great. Dude, that's your sister, is what I told him out loud, screaming in the theater when we were outside the theater. Everyone started looking at us, and he looks at me, he's like, dude, tone it down, like chill. Trust me, let's just go see the movie. I'll talk about it there. We ended up going to the theater, and I ended up walking with this girl, and this girl that I was with, that I brought, was so awkwarded out. She didn't want to be there anymore. Like, she was grossed out. And then I remember as I was like, you know, going to our chairs and we sat down, we started talking. Me and him, we started talking. I'm like, dude, that's your actual sister. And then he says, yeah, but like, bro, you gotta understand, like, I care about her more than anyone, man. That's great, man, but she's your sister. Like, don't you find it gross? I remember his sister was cuddling him as if like they were actually like in a romantic relationship. And then I remember I kind of just started ignoring it and just trying to watch the movie because the movie started. And I remember midway through the movie, as this girl was like cuddling up against me that I had brought, and then the girl that he brought, aka his sister, was cuddling up against him. It was super gross because they ended up kissing in the theater. His own sister that was 2 years younger was making out with her older brother that was 2 years older. I don't know. I was grossed out. I couldn't think straight. I couldn't be there anymore. I literally stood up and I literally said to him, bro, that is your goddamn sister. Everyone in the movie just kind of like went quiet and the lights came on. I remember he looked at me. He's like, dude, like you really had to do that in front of everyone? Yeah. And I'm going to talk to your parents about it. I remember we ended up leaving and we ended up like basically not being friends anymore. And then let's just say he ended up getting his sister pregnant. But you know what? That's a conversation for another time that we don't have to talk about on this channel because this was just straight up incest and disgusting. But anyways, guys, if you guys do want to hear more, make sure to do leave a like and subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram if you guys haven't already. Peace out, guys.